Everyone, welcome back to another video here. Today I'm going to be talking about iNaturalist. This is not actually a sponsor, even though it seems like it, but it's a really cool kind of like networking app, but not really. It's basically about naturalist submitting observations and everything that you can do from like a computer or even your phone, and by just downloading the app, and you make an account and you can start submitting observations pretty much of any details throughout the years, anything really that you find out in the natural world, of course. And so you can upload a variety of things. Like I do a lot of like species of like plants or weeds or bugs or insects, stuff like that I may not be too familiar with. And you can upload some photos. You can arrange the observations by suggesting identifications that maybe you think they are, and it can narrow them down to the actual exact species. Or you could even just leave it open to saying it's just an avifauna or some kind of bird. Or you can even narrow it down to say like, oh, this is like an accipiter hawk or a buteo hawk. And so it's really cool that there's like a variety of different ways you can actually approach doing these observations and everything. And there's a bit of a social aspect where people can actually through like location of like being nearby your location, but also just in general by searching the platform, that they can actually suggest other identifications. And so it's kind of like one of those things where like if you aren't too sure of your what this particular thing is, you just upload the photo or give some details about the location, maybe where it was at. You can exactly pinpoint it on a map if you want, or just give some basic like time, date, and latitude and longitude. And you can basically have people chime in as they find it. They can leave comments. They can even directly message you, just letting you know about certain things. And everyone on this community right here on this app has been super helpful, I think. They've been really friendly, and I haven't had a bad experience with people like correcting your identification, and just overall being very helpful. You kind of quickly find that everyone has their certain skill set or certain things that they kind of specialize in. Like mine, I would say, is I'm most familiar with like birds, North American birds, and also like spring wildflowers in particular. So those are like my kind of two focus points. And you can even go through your own Explore tab or through different projects, which are just basically like categories of groups of, let's say, species at a certain location or a certain county or even a certain state, or stuff that like naturalists use to study, let's say like dragonflies, for example, or stuff like that. So there's a variety of options with this app, and it's just a really cool resource. Whether you are in school for, kind of like environmental sciences or some kind of biology or natural resources. But for people like me, where I'm just a kind of serious hobbyist and very enthusiastic about being a citizen participatory scientist, of course, this is a really cool app to learn more, especially from different professionals, about the things I see when I'm out in nature and out and hiking and everything. But it's also nice to chime in and help others out when you think you might know the identification of their images and everything. There is a follower feature that kind of gives it a little bit more of a social boost, but it's pretty underutilized in my opinion, but the option is there, of course, if you so choose. And this is just a really cool app. I've been using it for about 5 years now, and I've uploaded throughout the years, even longer, older past that. I've uploaded some identifications of just anything really, like fungi, different plants, different trees, like uploading like the leaves, the stems and everything, the bark structure. You can kind of really do it as much as you can to fill in details and to help people out when they can identify certain things you may encounter. And it's just a really cool app. It's so cool to have this like little community here, and get identification. Now I will say I recommend this app to people, but I know some people really like to have that kind of instant identification through like an AI kind of sort of kind of like integrated app or something like that. And so this isn't quite like that because it is a very much, basically it's run by people is what I'm getting at. And so your identifications aren't always going to be, readily, I guess, identified. Like you don't just upload the photo like some other apps do and it instantly tells you what kind of plant or, I don't know, whatever, nut or seed or something like that you may find. But it is a nice app because it's run by people, like real people. And a lot of people that are professional naturalists and stuff, of course, use this app, as well as hobbyists and kind of nature enthusiasts alike. And so it's just nice to have that kind of like human interaction a little bit more, and to know that like real people are looking at your images and helping you out with documenting and identifying them. Really consider doing a donation because it's run by a very, very small team that runs this app, and they're kind of like a sister app a little bit called Seek, which is kind of more in line with what I just mentioned about being much more of a quick identification. But take quick photos with the phone and just kind of see what it may come up with as being, what people may come up with really. And you can upload stuff retroactively throughout the years, like I said. So I got stuff that I may have taken a photo of a long time ago, but I didn't even know what it was. And it's pretty cool to have people, identify it for you and help you out with that. And not only that, but with your account and being logged in and everything like that, it's pretty nice to have this kind of like collection of all the different documentation photos and all the information with that comes with them that you can actually have saved on your account. And it even has a species life list of literally everything that you upload to your iNaturalist account too. And then it even has a separate tab for simply just things you identify that are other people's posted images and whatnot. So it's a pretty cool community. It's got some groups in here too. It's got some different guides and other helpful resources. And I just find that it's such a great app. It's like I said, it's free to make an account and get started, but I highly recommend that you consider donating to this project and keep this entire place running smoothly, because it is such a great resource, I think. So yeah, I think that's it. Just want to give iNaturalist a shout out where credit is due, because I find them to be a big help in my kind of learning of the natural world, and I'm sure you will too. So thank you so much for watching this video, everyone. Like I said, check them out. I'll leave a link down below to their website that you can access on both desktop and mobile, and make an account and even follow me if you'd like, and hope to see you out there, and thank you so much. Have a good day. Participant, human, I guess, what do you call it? That means that like you're, excuse me.